Hey, what's up guys, it's RJ Wags, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make an awesome thumbnail for your YouTube video for absolutely free. Okay, so the website we go to, let's look it up. We go to Pixlr.com, and we are going to select Advanced Pixlr E. So as you see, we don't have an image. Let's go to Modern Warfare HD. So this is an example, so let's just pick an image. Let's just pick this one right here. And keep in mind this resolution right here, 3840 by 2160. So we're going to save image, save. Now we're going to let that download, and now we're going to open image, back on Pixlr, and then we're going to pick Call of Duty Modern Warfare, that picture. And it's very large, so if you have this problem, we could just make the size 1280 by 720. Apply. And as you can see, with the crop tool, it's 1280 by 720, which is the proper thumbnail size for a YouTube thumbnail. So now what's cool about this is it has a lot of cool tools that you can use to make it look even better. And Photoshop has a lot of these tools, but they can be a lot more complex. So let's begin. Let's say that we want to take Captain Price here, and we want to add some text to the thumbnail. So you have to add a text layer. So now that you have a text layer, it's separate from your background image. This is a text, so it's a separate layer, so whatever you do to this will not affect the background layer. So let's put some text on this. Let's double click on that, and let's just do Modern Warfare funny moments. Ta-da. Alright, now what you can also do with this is you can resize it. You can determine how spread out it is, so like that. And as you notice, the background's a bit white, so it might be a bit harder to see. So what you're going to do is see how this has a white background, and it seems pretty visible, but to make it look a tiny bit better, we're going to go to Styles, and we're going to add an outline to it. So what it is, it's a gray color, so let's just make it black. Now it stands out a bit better. And you can also change how much and how little. And let's also add a shadow, because like Photoshop, you can add a drop shadow and it actually makes it look a lot better. So let's just make it red. And now with the shadow, it stands out a bit more. So yeah. And now let's look at some of these other tools. So what we can do next is we can go back to the background and we can liquify it. So as you can see, there's different tools under the liquify. So there's the push, the enlarge, the shrink, the swirl, and restore. So let's make Captain Price's head a bit bigger, but first let's up the size of it. See, and then you can compare. And now let's give Captain Price a makeover. Now, as you can see, Captain Price looks like Nigel Thornberry from the Wild Thornberries. So yeah, now let's fix it a bit. So let's add a push effect to it, which that lets us stretch it out in weird ways. And let's actually make him look normal again. So what you can do is you can shrink his face. And now he just looks really sad. So yeah. And also what you can do is you can do a Lasso Select, which is like a freehand crop style. And what's really nice about this is that you can drag it along Price like I'm doing. Let's skip forward whenever I fully finish this. So now, as you can see with this lasso tool, I have selected Captain Price here. Now as you can see, it's a bit sloppy around the edges, which if you were to zoom in using the control key and the scroll wheel, you can zoom in a bit better. And now that we have him selected, so I'm pretty sure if we hit Control C, which is the copy thing, we can hit Control V, which makes a paste of him. Select him. Now we have two Captain Prices. And what we can do is, so we could try to make this look like a reflection, or two Captain Prices standing back to back. But this time, this Captain Price is going to have an enlarged face. So let's make his face a little bit bigger. Let's make that down a bit, and let's also up the strength of it. There we go. Now what we can do with this is we can make Captain Price a bit smiley by contorting his face into the shape of a smiley face. We've got this Captain Price smiling. Now keep in mind, since we have this layer right here, I kind of forgot this. With this layer, the Captain Price on the left, I can only affect what happens to him. Whatever happens to this Captain Price, as you can see, it's not changing because it's on a different layer. But if I go back to that layer and I apply the effect, now I can mess his face up. Jeez, I guess someone put his face in a washing machine. That sucks. So yeah. Now what we can also do is we can use the restore tool, and if we drag it along him, he looks back to normal the way we left him before. These are the basic edits that I did for this. Keep in mind, this is your playground. You can do what you want with it. This is just an example. I could move this. I can add more details. It's all up to you. The biggest thing is you gotta use your imagination to make this look nice. So now here's how we can export it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna file, save, and then let's make the name COD MW funny. And let's keep it as a JPEG, and the quality, keep in mind, look at the quality and look at the size of the file, because we don't want this to be too big. YouTube has a 2 megabyte file size limit, and if you go over that, it won't let you upload it. So see how it says 203 kilobytes? It's small enough where it'll work, and even if I put it to 100% photo quality, it's still small enough. So as you can see, it's all good. Now we can download it. And as you see, downloads here. So now here's how we actually upload it to a YouTube channel. Is you are gonna go to your YouTube studio. Now it's looking at the videos, and let's go to our videos. Now this is a video that I uploaded recently, so let's go to our edit. Now if we go to the details tab and we go to the thumbnail, now what we can do is we hit these 3 dots that say options, change, and then we can pick it to COD Modern Warfare Funny. Now as you see, we have our thumbnail right here. Now, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. And while it's not as good as, let's say, a Photoshop thumbnail, like this one right here on the left, it still looks really good. For a cheap software, it's a good alternative to Photoshop, and it's very user-friendly. So, what you would do to save it is you would just hit the save button, and you'd be done. But I'm gonna undo it, so it's this thumbnail. So now, we're done with the thumbnail. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and like for more videos every week, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.